Johnson & Johnson is seeking approval from the FDA for its coronavirus booster shot. The company says it submitted trial data to health officials. More than 6 million people in the U.S. have already gotten their booster shot. Meg Oliver reports.
Johnson & Johnson is the latest company to ask the FDA for emergency use authorization for their COVID-19 booster shot for adults 18 and over. Dr. Eric Topol.
The Johnson & Johnson is now in 15 million Americans. They got the one shot and done, but they weren't really done because the efficacy isn't as high as the other vaccines.
The Johnson & Johnson single-dose vaccine was only 71% effective against hospitalization from COVID. But recent data found a J&J booster shot given 56 days after the primary dose provided 94% protection against illness and 100% protection against severe disease.
The second shot, whether it's a Johnson & Johnson or a Moderna Pfizer, is really important because we want to get that efficacy up high.
A new study shows that vaccinations help reduce more than 250,000 COVID cases, 107,000 hospitalizations, and 39,000 deaths among seniors. Tonight, the bells at the National Cathedral rang to honor the 700,000 Americans who have died from COVID.
Moderna has also submitted an application asking the FDA to authorize a booster shot. Next week, an FDA panel will meet to discuss both the J&J and Moderna applications. And then later this month, they will discuss whether to authorize COVID-19 vaccines for younger children. Elaine?
Oliver, thank you. For more, let's bring in Dr. Richard Besser. He's a pediatrician, the president and CEO of the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, and the former acting director of the CDC. Dr. Besser, welcome. As we just heard, Johnson & Johnson has submitted data to the FDA and asked for authorization of its coronavirus booster shot. What has the company's research shown, and remind us what needs to happen before those shots can be administered?
Well, Elaine, it's important that viewers know that our foundation was founded with money from the Johnson & Johnson family fortune, but we currently have no direct connection to the company. What the company found in their study is that a second dose of their vaccine significantly increased the protection against serious infection, hospitalization, and death. And so FDA will need to look at the data and determine is it enough for them to approve a second dose of the J&J vaccine as a booster.
Well, a top vaccine official with the FDA says in hindsight, the administration should have, quote, hit the pedal to the metal to accelerate vaccine trials in children and pregnant people last year. Doctor, what's your take on this?
Well, you know, I'm a pediatrician. I'm a parent. I think it is important to have vaccines to protect children. You know, thankfully, children are at much lower risk than adults in having severe disease and being hospitalized and dying from this. But sadly, there have been thousands of children who have been hospitalized and many hundred who have died. It is important that we have vaccines available, but it's also important that the process be done with the best science and a rigorous external review, because it would be tragic to have vaccines that come forward, but that people don't trust in the process that led to their approval. I'm looking forward to seeing the deliberations by the FDA and by the FDA Advisory Committee, and then the CDC and their committee before I make a determination as to who I'll recommend them to as a pediatrician. But it will be very helpful, and I think until we have safe and effective vaccines against children, it will be very challenging to truly get the pandemic fully under control.
Well, Dr. Besser, the pace of first dose shots has been accelerating for nearly a week. Officials have been saying that we won't boost our way out of this pandemic, but instead need to get the unvaccinated vaccinated. What are you seeing as the major obstacles to accomplishing this?
Well, you know, on the good news front, I do think that the mandates that a number of businesses have put in place are being effective. The mandates that a number of governments are putting in place for teachers, for healthcare workers, are leading people who were on the fence. Some people who said, you know, I'm not really excited about getting vaccinated, but since I need one for my job, I will get vaccinated. That's a plus. There's been data as well from Kaiser Family Foundation, which shows that the racial disparities are narrowing. If you look at adults for first-time vaccination, for Black Americans, white Americans, Latino Americans, it's all around 70%, and that's a plus. And what I see is that the continued efforts to reach people where they are, to overcome barriers, are working. One of the populations that needs additional work are people with disabilities. We need to make sure that in each community, people with disabilities are having their needs met, so that those individuals who are homebound are getting vaccinated at home. People who have intellectual disabilities are being reached, because it is critically important that everyone has access to these life-saving vaccines.
It's such an important point. Doctor, on Thursday, the head of the CDC addressed questions about why the agency decided to stop monitoring asymptomatic and mild cases of breakthrough infections. Dr. Walensky says they weren't, quote, particularly helpful ways of monitoring disease. Why is that?
Well, when you look at how the CDC has chosen to monitor for breakthrough infections, they've done something called a cohort analyses. So there are groups of people in the country who they are following and have been following for breakthrough infections, as well as severe infection, hospitalization, and death. And that has shined the light and provided very valuable information in terms of the rising rates of breakthrough infections, and now in certain populations, in particular in the elderly, increasing risk for hospitalization and death. I think that kind of targeted approach is effective, but I think that there could have been more work done to share and communicate all of the various ways that the agency has been trying to track disease. But looking to track every breakthrough infection in America strikes me as excess work for the amount of return you would get on that. You can get the same kind of information in terms of risk by doing different types of studies.
Understood. All right, Dr. Richard Besser. Dr. Besser, good to have you with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Nice to be here, Elaine.